Patrick Mahomes, the impossible quarterback. Picture this. A 17-year-old kid in Texas throws the ball left-handed as a joke during warm-ups. It spirals perfectly, 40 yards, on a rope. His coach stares, doesn't say a word. Because what do you say to that? The scouts wrote it down in their reports. Needs significant mechanical corrections. Translation: this kid throws like nobody we've ever seen, and that scares us. Because in the NFL, different doesn't mean special. Different means risk, and nobody bets a franchise on risk. Nobody except one man. But we'll get there. Chapter 1: The Boy Who Played Wrong. Tyler, Texas. A kid grows up watching his dad pitch in the major leagues. Pat Mahomes Sr. was never the star. He was the guy who figured it out every year, adjusted, adapted, survived. 11 seasons, different teams, different cities, always found a way. Patrick watched that, absorbed it, and when he picked up a football, he played exactly like his father competed. Not pretty, not textbook, alive. He threw without setting his feet because waiting meant losing the window. He scrambled sideways because forward was already closed. He improvised because the play died and something had to replace it. Every coach who saw him said the same thing. The talent is there, but he has to fix the mechanics. Here's what none of them understood. The mechanics weren't broken. They were the point. What looked like chaos from the outside was actually his brain running 2 seconds ahead of the game and his body doing whatever it took to keep up. They didn't see a flaw, they saw a gift and called it a problem. And it gets worse before it gets better. Keep watching. Chapter 2: The Rejection Nobody Talks About. April 27th, 2017. The NFL Draft. The night every player imagines their entire life. The suit is ready, the cameras are set, the family is sitting close, smiling but tense, because this is the moment, the one that decides everything. Mahomes sits in that chair, trying to stay calm, but inside, nothing is calm. Because no matter how confident you are, this is the night where other people decide your value. Pick number 1, Myles Garrett. Expected. Applause. Pick number 2, or quarterback, Mitchell Trubisky. And for a split second, something changes. Not outside, inside. Because now it's real. Another quarterback just got chosen before you, and you don't know why. The cameras don't show it, but that's the moment doubt gets loud. Pick 3, pick 4, pick 5. Names keep getting called, and every time it's not yours. There's a hit. Not dramatically, not visibly, quietly, like a thought you can't turn off. What are they seeing that I'm not? Pick 6, 7, 8, pick 9. Still nothing. He's sitting there in front of millions of people, smiling, nodding, shaking hands. But inside, 26 teams looked at him, studied him, evaluated everything he was, and chose someone else. That's the part nobody talks about. Not the wait, the message. You're not the one. Most people break. Not publicly, not that night, but slowly. They start to adjust, start to question themselves, start to become safer. Because rejection doesn't just hurt, it rewrites how you see yourself. But then, pick 10. Kansas City moves up. His name is called Patrick Mahomes. He stands up, smiles, hugs his family, walks to the stage. And if you only watch that part, you think it's a happy ending. But it's not. Because the real story of that night is not that he was chosen, It's that 26 teams said no first. And what he did with that is what changed everything. Chapter 3: The season that broke the record books. 2018, Mahomes becomes the starter. What followed is the most statistically dominant single season by a quarterback in NFL history. 5,097 yards, 50 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. He joined Peyton Manning as the only quarterbacks ever to throw 50 touchdowns in a season. Manning had Randy Moss, had one of the greatest offensive rosters ever assembled. Mahomes had a good team. Good, not legendary. But the numbers aren't even the story. Third quarter, Chiefs versus Rams. The play breaks instantly. Mahomes drops back, and everything collapses. Pressure from the right, he escapes. Pressure from the left, nowhere to go. The pocket is gone. This is where the play dies. This is where every quarterback in the world takes the sack. Mahomes doesn't. He's falling, his body is twisted, off balance, no base, no control. 3 defenders closing in, 1 step away from ending the play. And then something happens. He switches the ball to his left hand, not a panic move, not a desperate throw. A decision. Time slows down. The defenders hesitate just for a fraction of a second because their brain is trying to process what they're seeing. This shouldn't be happening. Left hand, no setup, no mechanics, no logic. He flicks the ball. It leaves his hand clean, spinning, perfect spiral, 10 yards, straight into his teammate's chest. Complete. Silence. For a second, the entire stadium goes quiet, not because they didn't see it, but because they're trying to understand it. No coaching manual explains it. No defensive scheme is designed to stop it. And Mahomes? He just gets up, smiles, and jogs back to the huddle like nothing happened. Later, a reporter asks him, "Did you practice that?" He shrugs, laughs, and says, "Not really, it just felt right." That wasn't skill, that wasn't training, that wasn't repetition, that was instinct operating at a level the game had never seen before. And in that moment, every defensive coordinator in the NFL realized something terrifying. You're not playing against a quarterback, you're playing against possibility. That season ended with an MVP award and a question nobody in the league knew how to answer. What happens when this man gets to the biggest stage? Chapter 4: The Super Bowl nobody thought they could win. February 2nd, 2020, Super Bowl LV, Kansas City Chiefs versus San Francisco 49ers. On paper, this wasn't supposed to be close. San Francisco had the defense, the structure, the discipline, everything built to stop chaos, everything built to stop someone like Mahomes. And for 3 quarters, it worked. Every escape contained, every read disrupted, every rhythm broken. The scoreboard tells the truth. 20-10, less than 7 minutes left. This is where stories end. This is where great players become almost. San Francisco celebrating early, the crowd leaning one way, momentum gone. And then the broadcast cuts to Mahomes. No panic, no frustration. He's smiling, not a forced smile, not a stay positive smile, a real one, like a man who just realized the game is exactly where he wants it. He walks into the huddle, looks at his teammates, and you can feel it before a single word is said. Something is about to change. Peak 1, the spark. First drive, 3rd and long, the season hanging by a thread. Mahomes drops back, pressure coming, pocket collapsing. He steps up, launches, deep. Tyreek Hill finds it, complete.
The sideline explodes. The defense freezes. Momentum shifts. Touchdown, 20-17. Now it's real. Peak 2, the takeover. San Francisco gets the ball. They need one drive, just one, to end it. 3 plays, nothing, punt. And now everyone in the stadium feels it. This isn't over. Mahomes comes back, faster, sharper, more aggressive. Scramble, escape, throw, touchdown. 24-20, Chiefs take the lead. What was certainty is now doubt. What was control is now chaos, and chaos belongs to him. Peak 3, the finish. San Francisco tries to respond, but now they're not playing their game anymore. They're playing his, and that's where everything breaks. Final drive. Mahomes doesn't force it, doesn't rush it. He controls it, play by play, step by step, until the final moment. Damian Williams breaks free, runs, no one catches him. Touchdown, 31-20. Game over. Silence, then history. For a second, there's silence, not because it was quiet, but because no one expected it to end like that. Down 10, 6 minutes left, and then 21 unanswered points. Mahomes drops to his knees, not for the cameras, because his body finally stopped. The adrenaline fades, the moment hits. He's 24 years old, Super Bowl MVP. And in less than 7 minutes, he didn't just win the game, he changed what people thought was possible. And the NFL understood something it had been avoiding. You don't stop Patrick Mahomes. You survive him. And most of the time, you don't.
Chapter 5. What they never understood about him. The highlight reels miss the most important part. Mahomes is not special because of his arm. He's special because of what happens before the ball ever leaves his hand. Most quarterbacks, even elite ones, are reacting. Mahomes is predicting. By the time the play snaps, he's already decided 2 things: where the ball is going and where he's going if that option disappears. By the time the pocket breaks, he's already running the backup plan. By the time defenders arrive, he's already somewhere else. Troy Aikman, 3 Super Bowls, Hall of Fame, watched him and said, "He does things I genuinely didn't think were physically possible." When a Hall of Famer says that about another player, you stop, you listen. The thing they called wrong. 4 Super Bowl appearances, 3 championships, multiple MVPs, $450 million, and a left-handed pass that lives rent-free in the brain of every defensive coordinator in the league. But here's the real story. It's not about what Mahomes achieved. It's about what he refused to become. Every step of the way, from Tyler, Texas, to the draft room, to the clipboard year, someone with more authority, more experience, more credentials, looked at what he was doing and said, "That's wrong. Fix it." And he looked back, not with defiance, not with arrogance, but with something rarer: certainty. The quiet, unshakable knowledge that what they called a flaw was actually the whole point. Most people hear that enough times and they start to believe it. They sand down the edges. They become safer. They become someone the system can understand. Patrick Mahomes didn't sand down a single thing. He threw left-handed in the NFL and laughed about it. He scrambled sideways and made it look inevitable. He walked into a huddle down 10 with 6 minutes left and smiled. He didn't win by following the right path. He won by being so completely, stubbornly, brilliantly himself that the path had no choice but to follow him. Not the touchdowns, not the trophies, the courage to be exactly who you are when the whole world is asking you to be someone else. That's the real championship. Before I let you go, I need you to be honest with me. Right now in your life, is there something about you that someone important once told you was wrong? Some instinct,
some way you think, something you do differently that makes people uncomfortable because they don't have a category for it yet. Because here's what I've learned from making this channel. The people who change things never fit the existing categories. They get passed over at pick 2. They get told to fix their mechanics. They spend a year holding a clipboard while someone less talented plays ahead of them. And then when the moment comes, they laugh because they always knew. This channel exists for exactly that moment. Every week we tell stories of people who refuse to be corrected into mediocrity. If that's your kind of story, the subscribe button is right there. No pressure, but you know where to find us. Drop in the comments, what's the thing about you that someone important once told you was wrong? Some instinct, some way you think, something you do differently that makes people uncomfortable because they don't have a category for it yet. Drop in the comments, what's the thing about you that someone important once told you to fix that turned out to be your superpower? I read every single one. See you in the next one.